Hi legends, Elder here. I made a video earlier today talking about love it or hate it indoor trainers, and it dawned on me that during that video I talked mostly about the pros and cons of it, but I did not get a chance to go into specifically how the trainer is set up and how it works. So I'm going ahead and releasing this video on how it works. I'll probably do it first and then talk about the pros and cons, or one or the other. I'm not sure exactly which is going to come first, but I did not want to include this video on how to actually set up the trainer in there. It just would have been too long. So this is specifically for people who want to know how to set up the Supermagneto Pro trainer, and that's what this video is about. These are the resistance settings on the Supermagneto Pro. You see the arrow here? That's the setting I currently have it on. That setting is called intervals. This first setting is called easy. This one is called road. And I have it on intervals. And the next setting, the highest, is mountain, if you want to simulate serious climbing. You use this knob and you twist to get this to line up with which one you want, and this is what gives you the kind of resistance you need. I leave mine on intervals because it keeps it hard enough for me all the time. I never put it on road. Road is just like being outside and you can coast and all of that, so I want to work really hard when I'm on the trainer, so I leave it on intervals, and every so often I'll put it on mountain to simulate hill climbing. And then what I want to show you guys is this little yellow knob. You unscrew it. Let me hold the camera here. You unscrew the knob to remove this off the wheel, and there's the wheel. So when you're ready to attach the bike, you put the bike on there, you turn this knob until it clicks twice. 1, 2, that's it. So it's always consistent. So it's never too tight against the tire to wear your tire. I've had this tire on there for almost a year and a half, and it's still good. I ride it outside as well. Then over here on this side, this is the knob that you use to attach to your skewer. So basically you line, let me come over on this side. You line this one up on this side. This goes against your skewer there. They ship it with a skewer that is round, just in case you got one of these fancy skewers that won't fit in there. Let me get the skewer and show you what they ship it with. This is the skewer that it ships with, right there. So you need any kind of skewer that has a rounded end like that, and over here that's round will work. Doesn't have to be this exact one. So as you can see, this is the one that shipped with it, but I don't have it on there because the skewer that's on this wheel, the end is round. If you have one of the fancy new skewers that's not round, there's nothing for this to slip into. Let me disconnect it and show you what I'm talking about. So when you move this, it comes off, and you see the skewer there. I hope you guys can see that. So if the skewer is not round, this thing cannot slide on it. So the small, there are two slits on there. This one's small, this one's wider. When you turn it over, this thing spins over. You can see how wide that is. That's a wider slit. The wider one goes where the skewer arm is. It has more room. The smaller slit goes on top. It slips over the knob, and there's a hole right there. And it basically just slides onto it. Normally you'd be holding the bike. The bike's always on the trainer, so I'm just doing this to show you guys. Normally you would hold the bike, slip the other side across their end, because that one just stays in place. This one comes in and out. That one stays. So you slip that in, and then you put this on there, and you go. I do usually 2 clicks. If you have to fight it to turn, it's already tight. You don't need it super tight. You can see it's loose here. I go 1 click, 2 clicks. That's enough. It holds the frame. Let me come to the front. So what I do is I have this that I bought, the little wheel chuck there. Cycleops sells that. It keeps your bike perfectly level with your surface. That's very important, because I use this stand not to just train, but do fits and other things. Very, very versatile. And I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. So The stand comes fully assembled. This yellow knob here, if your floor is uneven, this telescopes. The little foot that is a slit in it that telescopes, and this regulates that. I didn't have to adjust anything, my floor's pretty even. And for most people, you won't have to. I put the mat under there because I don't have to worry about the trainer sliding, because my floor is kind of like a fake wood down here, really, but it's very slick. So yeah, you need that. If you have carpet, you want to get a mat too, because you want the surface that it's sitting on to be even as much as possible, and the mat helps with that. And if you sweat a lot, it will catch stuff like that. I don't have that problem because, as you can see, I have a towel here all the time. I change it out once I use it. I always have a towel there, so when I'm riding, I can just reach for it. I don't have to stop riding. And you guys that saw the video, you know my setup here. The video that I made showing you the studio. So I've got enough fans in here and everything. I don't sweat. But I wanted to show you the trainer specifically before I begin to talk about the benefits of having indoor trainer, whether you love or hate it. But I wanted to go over the details so you'd be able to see that.